Hello, beautiful Scorpio. This is going to be your new moon reading for June 20th. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Melissa, and I do the zodiac readings based on new moon energy and full moon energy. So we're looking at the new moon, which is the beginning of the cycle, but it's also the end of the previous cycle. So it's a very kind of cuspy thing. You're ending a cycle, but you're also beginning a new one. So we're going to look at what energy is surrounding that. I'm going to do 9 cards, 3 cards for just a general energy of what's going on right now. 3 more cards about what intentions we could be putting out during the new moon, and then 3 cards of advice. So, yeah. Let's get 3 cards for the energy surrounding the new moon for Scorpio. One more shuffle. Okay. We have the Page of Swords, the 8 of Wands, and Justice. Okay, I feel like there's something kind of coming in quick here. Like something happened fairly swiftly. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords, which the page definitely can symbolize youth. It could actually be a child, representing a person that is a child. But with the swords, I feel like there's also that fast-moving energy, which is next to the Eight of Wands, which is also kind of like something coming in fast or going away fast. And then we have the Justice card. So there, I feel like there's a situation, kind of maybe even unexpected, that now this could go either way. This is something that you feel, like it's about damn time, like I finally got what I deserved. Or it could be the other way around, where you feel like you've been like slighted in some way, like something's been taken away from you. So it's kind of either energy, with it being a general reading. It's kind of hard to tell, but whichever way resonates for you. If it resonates in one of those ways, then it's definitely for you. But I feel like just something either is like, damn, it's about time that my ship has come in, and like now I feel like I've gotten what I deserve, or you feel like something unfair has happened, and it was kind of sudden. I feel like something happened kind of quickly, but again, we have some newness energy here with that page too. So this could be having to do with your own youth, a child in your life, something that feels maybe naive in some way. So like maybe somebody acting like a child or something, you know what I mean? Something like somebody out of the blue just started acting like a kid, and you're just like why are you acting like that? You're a grown-ass adult. Why are you being like that? Like, and it was just kind of like a sudden thing. Also with this 8 of Wands cards, it reminds me of the Abraham Hicks, where she says, putting out your rockets of desire, like shooting out rockets of desire, and the 8 being like the infinity sign, where it's whatever you put out comes back. I feel like it's something that you put out there that you're like, damn, finally. That could definitely be it for you too, if that was what resonated in the beginning. All right, what do we have for intentions for Scorpio? What intentions could Scorpio be looking at for this new moon, please? One wants to come out. We'll do that. We have the 8 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, I kind of feel like, okay, this walking away card, this is like the walking away, like you've invested so much into it, but you don't feel like you can give anymore, so it's time to kind of like peace out. And then this is kind of the single ladies card for me, right? This is the, like I've got this together. I can do this on my own. It's 9 Pentacles, which is, like I've amassed some kind of abundance here, like, but she's by herself, and she's happy to be, right? This is kind of a solo card. And then we have the Ace of Wands, which again is like a single, right? It's a single wand. It's definitely traditionally represents an idea or something having to do with, like your thinking or your communication. This could really be you not communicating with someone, okay? Like, you're peace out, Girl Scout. And just, you're going to communicate elsewhere. You're going to communicate with yourself. But I feel like the intention here could be for you to really be more self-reliant is kind of the vibe I'm getting here. It's really you having your own thoughts, having your own ideas, and being able to implement them yourself, with this finance kind of like, financial card, abundance card here, but also is really feeling like you don't need somebody, you don't need your parents to tell you what to do anymore. You can take care of yourself, okay? And if you're feeling like that may be lacking currently, that's definitely a good intention to start putting out for the new moon. The new moon's like all about, the beginning of something. It's where you plant the seeds, and then, the full moon is where it kind of like, you start bearing fruit, and you can, like take advantage of the seeds that you planted in the beginning of the cycle. So I feel like it's a really good time to start planting those seeds of, like, I got this, like nobody's gonna have me like I have me. And I kind of feel like that might be like with the previous cards, with the feeling like maybe you got slighted in some way, and like all of a sudden like something was like kind of like ripped away from you. It's coming to a place where you're putting out the frequency and the vibration of, like, I got this, like whatever was taken away from me, whatever felt so unfair, I can deal with it. Like I can move on from this, and I can take care of myself. And I kind of I'm getting the impression that you don't feel that way currently, and that would be why it would be a good time to have that as an intention, and to start putting that out there. Like, honestly, I mean, we're going to get some advice cards, but what comes up for me is to look up some affirmations for self-confidence. Okay. As a Scorpio, you're typically kind of, oh, yep. I'll tell you what just popped out. As a Scorpio, you typically kind of like go for what you want, but you are also a water sign, so you can be kind of emotional about it. Things kind of hit you different. You know what I mean? But we just had the Magician pop out. So for advice for Scorpio, please. They already know what I'm trying to ask. I don't even half the time get a question out before I get an answer. Seriously. All right, it's advice for Scorpio. Oh, how many majors do we have out here? How many majors? Okay, so we already had the Justice card come out. The last 3 cards of advice were all majors. We have the Magician card, okay? Gathering your resources. We also have the Moon card, okay? We're looking at the new moon, using the energy of the moon to power your intentions, okay? That's definitely like advice, like blaring advice, right? Okay. Look at it. All right, so see that big circle right there? You see that circle? Okay, that's a cycle there. We got this moon, right? We got this big circle. Okay, besides that, the fact that these are both very circular, okay, and then there's a circular on the Hangman here around his head, which to me represents enlightenment. We'll get to that in a second. But the Magician and the moon, use that moon energy, the new moon energy of starting a new cycle fresh for some magic. Okay, like if you're not into magic, like if you don't like want to do spells and that's just not your thing, or you're just like me and you're just kind of lazy about it, and like my intention's enough, because like I don't have, who has time for that? I've got kids and a husband and a job and Corona and all that shit, like, so for me, like moon magic really is putting that intention out there. Use the energy of the new moon, this new beginning, fresh energy, to do some magic. And honestly, for if you're a beginner or you're advanced, use the moon energy for your magic. And if you're just a beginner and you don't really, or if you're just like, I don't know about that, literally just burn a candle and say, starting today, I want to feel like I'm on top of it. Like I don't need anyone else. Don't phrase it like that. You want to phrase it in a positive light, but harnessing the energy of the new moon to kind of enhance any intention or magic that you want to do. Be a great time to do that. Okay. I feel like that's the advice that we're getting here is, there's a cycle with those circles. Okay. Libra also had in their advice two very circular. It was the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles. So they in the same exact position. So if there may be something in that reading for you too, having the same advice, there could be something else in there for you that you need to hear. So check that out if you have time. But yeah, use that moon energy to enhance and empower your own inner magic. Okay, speaking of inner magic, the Hanged Man is about kind of taking a new approach, pausing. Okay, this could be a pause. Take a day, and you have 3 days of this new moon energy. Okay, every new and full moon, there's 3 days of energy where you can harness that, where it's more potent. Okay, so you have that 3 days. Take a little pause and think, what are my intentions? Take a little pause, find a new perspective. How else can I look at this? What else can I do to be more empowering to myself? And not really need to depend on others or how other people see me or what they think of me. But, like if you want something specifically magical that you can do, just light a candle. And, when you're lighting the candle, just, say either out loud or in your head. Even when you talk in your head, spirit and the universe hears you. It's the frequency and the vibration that you put into what you're doing that is the magic. Okay, so light a candle, pour a glass of water, hold the water, put your intention into the water, drink the water. Very simple things that you can do. Whatever this intention is, like I said before, looking up an affirmation for self-confidence, just say that. Put that into your water and then drink the water, or put that into your candle, light the candle, let the candle burn out. A tip for some candle work: the smaller the candle is, the longer or the shorter it burns, so you don't have to wait for like 10 hours for it to burn out. Just saying, you want it to burn out on its own. But yeah, I don't have any videos like that. I could, but I don't. So if you want something specific, I definitely would recommend searching for that, because I feel like that's the advice here, is using that energy to amplify your intentions. Speaking of amplify, clear quartz is always a great amplifier. You can put clear quartz in your water, or if you don't want to do the direct method, if you're worried about contaminants on your crystals, which is totally possible. If you have tumbles, they probably have some type of not sealant, but like a coating on them. You don't want to put those directly in your water, but you can put it next to your water while you're putting your intention, and the clear quartz will help amplify that as well. So just a little bit of tips to go along with those advice cards there. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, if this resonated, please let me know. If it resonated for you, make sure you subscribe so you can see what's going on around the full moon energy in a couple of weeks. So thank you again for watching, and as always, have a blessed day.